line, please go in the numbers of 3.
Sachin Mike!
Who's rolling?
Sachin Mike! Sachin Mike!
The second batch, you I request Mrs. Judith to kindly come forward for flagging off the second batch. Come on guys, standing out here, please put your hands together for the all the cyclists. Come on, put your hands together. Thank you. May I request Mrs. Judith? Ladies crew, be ready to go with the cyclists. Please be ready with your cycles. Ladies crew. The ladies crew, please come with your cycles. You have to ride alongside the other members. Yes, please be alongside the rider. Please be alongside the rider. Music on, please. Yes, you guys ready? That's the spirit. Come on. I request Mr. Manager to kindly come forward for flagging off the third batch, that is the green bit. Green bit. Mr. Manager along with President Dr. Suresh Bhatt, Dr. Nitin Pikley and Dr. Suraj Hegde. Can I see some smiles on your face? Are you guys ready? I request Mr. Manager to kindly flag off. Come on, please put your hands together for all the riders. Come on. The fourth group, that is the yellow. Please be ready. Yellow. Keep the smiles on your face. Come on. The last KBC crew members, I request you to be with your cycles present with the last group, that is the yellow group. You have to ride alongside the riders. KBC group, please put your hands together for the riders. Music. Come on, music please. One young Dr. Ambedkar couple also riding alongside. Please put your hands together for everyone, all the riders. Yes. The last batch, that is yellow batch, slightly move forward. ABC crew, please be alongside the last batch till the end. ABC crew members with the cycles, please be alongside the riders. Ready? Are you guys ready? I can't see the last people. Are you guys ready out there? That's the spirit. Come on, guys. I request Dr. Archana to flag off the rally along with the President, Dr. Suresh Bhatt, Dr. Nitin Pikley and Dr. Suraj Hegde. I request all the KBC crew to ride alongside this last group and we will see you all at the end of the I request Dr. Archana to kindly flag off. I request all the members standing out here to kindly put hands together for this last batch. Come on, keep the smiles on, keep smiling and keep riding. Keep moving. Go slow, do not hurry. Well, on behalf of Karwar Bicycle Club, I, Dr. Sachin Naik, welcome you all for this closing ceremony. We have had a wonderful ride. I hope you all enjoyed the ride. Did you enjoy the ride? Thank you. That's the way. It was just a small awareness ride, I would say. Karwar Bicycle Club is a club which is formed just over a 1 year's time, and in this 1 year we have done such wonderful progress thanks to our president, secretary and all the Karwar bicycle crew members. We are a team of 100 cyclists, and anyone who has a bicycle and has the zeal to ride and has the zeal to be fit is welcome, is always welcome to our bicycle club. Well, this Samanathe ride we had last year as well, and we had a good response of around 200 people. This year we had to cut down the registrations or shut down the registrations at 400. So wonderful. Please put your hands together for yourself for this wonderful response. We had to cut it down to 400 because making an arrangements in a place like Karwar becomes difficult for us. Thanks to our partners. I will call out the partners' names later on. Thanks to all the people who have turned out here today and for this wonderful response. As I've already mentioned, people who have participated today have already got t-shirts and bibs. You will be gifted with a medal and a wonderful breakfast box as well. There is water available at the food counter here. Please do not litter this place. Such a wonderful, clean, neat and beautiful place we have got. Thanks to Mr. Pinto for providing this place free of charge for us. Even last year he was kind enough. Please put your hands together for Mr. Pinto, Kali River Garden and their staff. They have been with us for past 1 week and we have left no stones unturned for the success of this today's program. I'm thankful to all the KBC members as well. Standing out here to kindly come to the front of the stage, or rather there are a few chairs available also. You can sit and enjoy the closing ceremony. I request all the people who are out there to kindly come to the front of the stage. Miss, and on a Women's Day, what could be better than calling a woman instructor, a lovely lady, Miss Disha Sadak. I request Miss Disha Sadak and her partner Nidhi to kindly come to the stage. Well, I would like to give a small intro about them. Well, these two beautiful age, at a small age, but also got certified for Zumba instructor from well-known Zumba training institute known as ZIN.
which gave her opportunity to continue and chasing her passion by teaching her talent to all the ladies in Karwar through her own institution, where she started her journey as a professional dancer. That is the Star Choice Dance Academy. That is, she is taking her Zumba classes at Star Choice Dance Academy, and she has performed unlimited dance shows till now, and she also runs 2 Zumba classes, one in the morning and one in the evening. I hope today she will be sharing her knowledge with all the beautiful ladies sitting out here and the common ladies. I request you guys to enjoy this Zumba session. There'll be a little bit of stretching. I want you guys also to do the little bit of stretching so that you don't get any muscle cramps and you remain fully fit throughout your life. Right? So are you ready, Disha? Yes, the stage is yours. She is Disha and Nidhi. Please put your hands together for Disha and Nidhi. Come on, roll your necks, roll your head, roll your necks, roll your head. The gents, come on, the gents. You guys are not rolling, come on.
She's right though, at night she's screaming, my mind. I'll make you curse.
Come on, wonderful to see all the ladies doing it. Come on, the men. हम लोग भी कुछ कम नहीं है यार, चलो दिखा दो उनको भी. Come on, let's see some moves. Thank you so much. It's the Karwar bicycle logo. It says, let's go.
Samanathe in Kannada, Samanathe in Hindi. As we all know, means equality, or in other words, or in the technical world, equal consideration to all human beings. Today we are all here on the occasion of Women's Day, which is right around the corner. We are creating an awareness. We are celebrating Women's Day. We are celebrating women here. When we talk about women and equality comes gender equality. When we speak about gender equality, let's see what gender equality is. Gender equality is a situation where there is equal opportunity or equal rights, and it is accessed to everyone irrespective of any gender. Yesterday, when I was thinking about what to speak on this great occasion, very weird incident or chapter or story came to my mind. I call it chapter because it is actually 12th standard English chapter that came to my mind. The chapter's name went like Where There's a Wheel. This chapter is about, this incident happened a few years ago, quite a few years ago. It is about a group of women in Padukottai. This place is a small district in Tamil Nadu, one of the poorest districts in India. The women in Padukottai started cycling as a means of transport, and they were mocked upon, they were passed on dirty comments, but they went on with it. They never realized it is about to be a social movement. And what better example to talk about today when we actually had a cycling rally as a symbol of awareness for it. They said, and I quote, "There is freedom in cycling." And when I talk about freedom today, rather than expecting freedom from others, I would want the women to give freedom to ourselves to at least take up the opportunities that already come our way. Because we, without even realizing, we end up not taking up so many opportunities that come our way already. There was a starting line, there's a finishing line today for the cycling rally. But achieving gender equality, the life of gender equality or the future of gender equality is at least 100 years away according to UN. But I would say the finishing line is not certain. And if every one of us tries our own part, we can make it come sooner, and it is possible. Sitting and doing nothing will not make history. And as we all know, history is not done by nothing. I would say that even if everyone does 1% that we can do, they might be our baby steps towards achieving gender equality. It is going to create history. And today, I'm so delighted to see such a great number. And this is our baby step towards gender equality, towards achieving gender equality. And one day we will say these were our steps that created history to achieve gender equality. My name is Swasti Hegde. I study Bachelor's of Arts in Media and Communication in Manipal. Thank you. Signing off.
Talk on Samanathe. Well, without wasting time, I can see the sun is hitting you guys. We are going for the closing ceremony. And I request our president of Karwar Bicycle Club, Dr. Suresh Bhatt, to kindly come to the stage. Please put your hands together for our very own young, energetic Dr. Suresh Bhatt. I request our secretary, Dr. Suraj Hegde, to kindly come to the stage. Our treasurer, Mr. R.V. Bhatt, Advocate R.V. Bhatt, to kindly come to the stage. Well, we have few wonderful guests for today. And since it's a Women's Day, we have chosen 4 lovely women. Lady या फिर एक औरत को जब हम लोग जागरूक या फिर educated बनाते हैं तो एक entire family, you know, it gets educated, isn't it? हम लोग हमको जब भी कुछ होता है या फिर कुछ तकलीफ होती है तो हम लोग किसको याद करते हैं? Yes, मम्मी याद आती है, माँ याद आती है, बहन याद आती है. So without women, it is nothing. Behind every successful man, there is a woman, they say. I would say not behind, but along with a successful man, there is a woman. Not just behind. But on the lighter part, it is also said, behind every unsuccessful man, there are 2 women. Okay, that's just a joke. Don't take me serious. My wife is here. Okay. Well, without wasting, our first guest for today, Mrs. Judith. She is from Netherlands. I request Mrs. Judith to kindly come to the stage. Welcome to the stage, please. Well, I would like to talk a few words about Mrs. Judith. Have you seen her anywhere?
I've seen her.
Yes, you've seen her. Yes, right. We all have seen her. She's called as a lady with a pink cycle. Not just in Netherlands, but also in Kankuna, in and around Kankuna. If you go to Kankuna, you would see Mrs. Judith with a pink bicycle. So let me give you a small intro about Judith. Well, Judith, she's originally from Netherlands, but she has been living in Patnem, that is in Kankuna, for the past 3 years. Well, the Netherlands, you guys know, it's a country of cycling. Cycling is a symbol of their culture. For many Dutch people, the bicycle is the most frequent way of getting around on a typical day. This also applies to Judith. When living in Amsterdam, she was known as a girl with pink bicycle, and now in Patnem, she is known as the same, that is the girl with a pink bicycle. You can see her cycling around in Kankuna, and today she is here to support our cause, that is the gender equality. Born in Netherlands 44 years ago, of course, oh my God, I never knew you were 44 years young. Okay. She was born 44 years ago, happily married over a decade, lived in Amsterdam and London, and traveled the world for 3.5 years before ending up living in Patnem, in Kankan, that is South Goa. There she is supporting a small local business with her marketing skills, runs a web designing agency with local partners and a husband. Her husband is also here. We are thankful to you, sir, for being here. Yes. And he had also done the flag off for one of the batch today. And Mrs. Judith chairs a yoga and volunteers for Dutch-Indian organization called Yeomen on Wings. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mrs. Judith, all the way from Netherlands. Please put your hands together for Judith. Well, the second guest for today, I request Lieutenant Commander Navroop Kaur from the Indian Navy to kindly come to the stage. Well, you all know the women have entered all the sectors, whether it is army, defense, navy, police, everywhere. And that's the reason we chose to have one special guest from our defense forces, Lieutenant Commander Navroop Kaur. A small intro about Lieutenant Commander Navroop Kaur. She is an alumnus of Indian Naval Academy located at Kerala. The officer got commissioned into Indian Navy on 25th June 2012 into logistics cadre. In a career spanning over 10 plus years, the officer had served as staff officer to Director General Project Seabird Delhi and Logistics Officer Project Seabird Karwar. The officer is presently posted at Base Logistics Office Karwar as Deputy Base Logistics Officer. The officer is recipient of Vice Chief of Naval Staff Commendation. Please put your hands together for this. As a logistics officer, she is responsible for handling the entire gamut of supply chain management of Indian Navy, including provisioning of critical spares, weapons, fuel, ration, clothing, finance, pay, pension, and other logistic issues. The officer hails from Patiala in Punjab and is married to Naval Officer Lieutenant Commander Manish Rana, who is presently posted at INS Hamla, Mumbai, and pursuing his mid-career course, that is Long Logistic Management course, which is an alma mater and premier training establishment for logistic officers of the Indian Navy. The couple is blessed with a 3-year-old cute little daughter who was dancing there, Nimat Kaur Rana. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Lieutenant Commander Navroop Kaur. Welcome you, ma'am. Welcome to you. Our third guest for today, who needs no introduction, Dr. Archana Pikle her to this Karwar public. I don't think so. She is anesthetist by profession. She has put a lot of people to sleep and woken them up happily. And she has helped a lot of ladies for delivering such wonderful kids as well. Dr. Archana Pikle from Pikle's nursing home and also wife of President of CMC, Dr. Nitin Pikle. So that's a small intro about Archana Pikle. We have one more lady, wonderful lady, Mrs. Archana Naik. Please put your hands together for Archana Naik. You're welcome to the stage. A small intro about Archana Naik. Mrs. Archana Naik, since last 17 years, is into athletics and physical activity events like marathon, walkathons, etc. She is an active member of IMA Women's Wing and participated in athletic event organized by them. She has participated in more than 30 marathons throughout India. She has participated in international marathon at Boston Summer Marathon, USA. Listen to this. She has bagged first place for 4 times in state level events and inter-district events. Bagged second place in interstate marathon events. She is actively involved in conducting yoga classes for women regularly for more than 3 years at Padmaraj Nagar, Hubli. And she believes in healthy life by practicing physical fitness activities and following healthy diet and discipline. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our 4th guest, Mrs. Archana Naik.
Good morning. Yeah, nice to see this big crowd. Last year we had around 200. This year we are having around 400. Next year we are going to have 1,000. And we are going to fill all the streets of Karwar. I think all of you are going to join us. And the thing is that, first thing is that today is a Women's Day. Basically, ours is a bicycle club. It's the only registered club. Not only in Karwar, whole of Uttarakhand district. We are conducting this program since last year. This is the only 2nd year. On behalf of Karwar Bicycle Club, I wish all the best for all the women of this, not only Karwar, all the India, all the world. Good wishes on this wonderful Women's Day. So the thing is that we are celebrating this Women's Day to their contribution to the society, both social, economical and political. And gender equality. Our theme is little different from that. The thing is that equality in doing regular physical exercise. They have to be gender equal doing physical exercise. Most of the housewives, they think that doing the household chores from morning to evening, that is their workout. And even the working woman, they have to take care of their family as well as the workplace. They also think like that. But it is not like that. Whatever the amount of work you do in your home, it is not an exercise. I tell you, it is not a workout. That is the basic thing. That's why we are doing this activity. We are Karwar Bicycle Club, basically a fitness club. We are doing this activity just to encourage you to do regular physical activities. And the thing is that you do all the physical activities, and if the lady does the physical activity regularly, it is a lesson to the whole family. And everybody will follow you under your footsteps. And I recently, about 10 days back, I read in the newspaper, Times of India, that by another 10 years, there will be 45% of Indian population will be overweight. And basically, children, we have to take care of the children and adolescents. You see, most of them, because of bad food habits and lack of physical exercise, they're almost all are overweight. If the women start doing regular exercises, if the mother start doing regular exercise, if the sister start doing regular exercise, it is a lesson. You can definitely eradicate this big catastrophe is going to hit our Indian. So be careful. That's why I'll request these ladies to join us. And for Karwar Bicycle Club, there is no gender difference. We don't have religion difference. We are taking only the adults more than 18 years. So please join us. There are so many ladies are there in our club. Please join us. Encourage to make the Karwar and Karnataka and India more fit. And I'm very happy to see there are 2 gems on this stage. They are all different. They achieved so many things in our society. One is a NGO, another is working in the defense, another is a renowned anesthetist, and madam is a marathon runner. What a beautiful occasion we get, bringing them all together and make them inspire the younger population and especially children sitting in front. You start putting your steps behind their steps. One day we're going to become like them only. And everything is said about Mrs. Judith. She is from Netherlands. The cyclists like us, it is a temple. You know the Netherlands, every person will be having bicycle. And you know about the capital of Netherlands, Amsterdam. The 1.3, this is the cycle population ratio. Every individual has got 1.3 cycles. That is the thing. And that is the capital of world, maximum cyclist. And all the infrastructure, everything is so beautiful. Yes, we are just started. We will also become like that in future. I warmly welcome Mrs. Judith to this function. Okay, and
Please put your hands together for Mrs. Judith. As a token of love, respect and gratitude, we present a memento and a bouquet. And
commission officer working in the Army Medical Corps. And that time, there are only few women were there in the AMC, Army Dental Corps and Military Nursing Service. Now, the defense, there is real Samanathe, equality in defense everywhere. The fighting arm, Navy, Air Force and Army, everywhere the women are there. Madam, thank you very much for accepting our invitation. Please welcome.
I request our president to present a memento and a bouquet on behalf of Karwar Bicycle Club. I request our secretary, Dr. Suraj Hegde, also to join in. Thank you for accepting our invitation and being here, Lieutenant Commander Navrup Kaur. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Room, especially world people, under so much of tension while coming inside the OT, the way she convinces us and give anesthesia, wonderful to see that. It is a nice treat to watch. And she is the wife of my close friend, Dr. Nitin Pikale. And I say that more than Nitin Pikale's contribution, Nitin Pikale, don't read the mobile. Her contribution to Nitin Pikale's achievement is more than 75%. I can say that if Nitin Pikale agrees or not agrees, I am not going to agree with that. 90%. 90%, okay. It's very magnificent.
Nitin Pikale sir has to go home, so he has to say 90%.
Yeah. Yes. Being Sunday, he is a very good cook also. She cooks chicken very nice. Okay, thank you very much. Welcome, madam.
I request our president to kindly present a memento and a bouquet. I request our secretary also to join in. Please accept this memento and bouquet on behalf of Karwar Bicycle. Thank you.
It is really stupendous. And all over, not only all over India, even world, in USA, I think she contested and she bagged prize also. Some of us go and participate, come back with empty hand, just to show our interest. But she has bagged her prize also. Madam, already I suggested that you must come and join our Karwar Bicycle Club. I think you are now independent, you don't have much responsibility. Thank you. And I present her bouquet and memento.
I request our president to kindly present. I request our secretary also to join in to present a wonderful memento and bouquet on behalf of Karwar Bicycle.
Around 7 hours of sleep, good sleep, and 1 hour of daily exercise, and a home cooked food, and a good hobby. For physical exercise, the walking, running, and cycling. These are the 3 things. I can say that walking, it is maximum 5 kilometers per hour you can do. And running, it is about 7 to 8 kilometers. And cycling, even with the slow pace, you can do at least 15-16 kilometers per hour. So that way, the cycling is really advantageous. And cycling is advantage on your physical activity because it burns around 6 calories per minute. And advantages of the cycling, you can summarize it 4 ways. One is physical, another is mental, another is social and economic. I will not elaborate much because you will be knowing the advantage of the cycling, regular cycling, and reduces the hypertension, IHD and stroke, and you can reduce weight also. And mental wise, most of the stress and depression and anxiety and the diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's can also be controlled with regular cycling. And the social activities, we all get together. You must see every day we are cycling. Every day the group of 5 and 10 people will be there cycling, and the social interaction, especially this activity should be promoted to the children, because the bad habit of watching mobile. So if you give them, present them at the age of 5-6 years on bicycle, they will get attracted, and that is the way we can popularize the cycling. And economical advantage, everybody knows that by doing and cycling as a way of transport, we are importing around 85% of crude oil, and that much of energy can be saved. And with this small talk, I will conclude my welcome speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, President, sir.
And another thing is,
Because you have that zeal, guys are here, and even in this hot sun, you guys are witnessing this event. Thank you so much for being patient. Now, all the ladies also will get a special rose on the occasion of Women's Day. You will be getting medals as well. Please be patient. There is breakfast also for the चूहे जो दौड़ रहे हैं ना पेट में, तो उनके लिए breakfast भी है. So please be patient. Now, please listen to what these ladies have to say. We have 4 wonderful guests. I request Judith ma'am, Mrs. Judith, to kindly speak a few words. It is a very rare event where we get to listen to such wonderful lady who is working for women empowerment. Please give your attention here, and without talking to within each other, I request you to kindly patiently talk. I have requested them just to speak a few.
So yeah, my name is Judith and I'm from the Netherlands. And I never could have imagined that a dental appointment with Suraj Hegde would lead to me standing here talking about the importance of and supporting gender equality. It is a cause that is very close to my heart. And I think still nowadays it's a big topic that needs to be addressed anywhere in the world, but maybe more here in India today. And here's why I think that gender equality is so important. Too often we see that people living in low-income communities, they have fewer opportunities and less power to improve their lives. And this inequality gets magnified for women and girls, who have even a less say about things that can improve their lives, of themselves and of their families. There are structural barriers, such as discriminatory laws and restrictive policies, that limit their participation in the economy. And in that sense, also their earning power. So there's lots of evidence that we see when the money flows into the hands of women and they get the power to decide how and when to spend that money, that it actually benefits themselves but the entire community around them. So it's going to be a ripple effect of optimism. In my view, we can achieve more gender equality by removing the barriers from having these women participating in the broader society. So I am personally not an activist, but I do try to contribute my little part to make the world a better place for women. I am a volunteer for an organization that supports women to get a job or a stable income. And I support women-centric social entrepreneurs all over India. So I got a chance on some of these assignments to speak to the women that we support. And the stories they share is really beautiful about the impact that, having more financial independence gives them. It's not only giving them financial independence, it also gives them a firmer standing within the bigger community. It also gives them a little bit more self-confidence, and also to their future generations, they are a role model. So one of the ways for women to become more active in the broad society is stimulating and facilitating mobility. So today we all cycle together. Now, you've heard it already a few times. I'm from a country where bicycling is like the most common way of getting around. There actually really are more bicycles than people in the Netherlands. Everybody cycles. Men, women, boys, girls. Even our Prime Minister cycles to work every single day. So that's a role model. Also, what I can see in the Netherlands is that women are cycling alone. It's safe and they do it at any time of the day, any time, any place. In the morning, in the evening, even after dark. But this is not so common as it sounds from my country and anywhere in the world. Also, what I noticed here in India, it's really not so common. So a bicycle is more than just a transportation vehicle. It stands for something bigger. In fact, the lack of mobility for women is one of the starkest illustrations for gender inequality. So where I live in South Goa, I hardly ever see local women on a bicycle. If I see a woman cycling, it's someone like me, so a foreigner, or it's a domestic tourist coming from one of the larger cities. So this observation made me think of the same chapter that Swasti was referring to earlier today, because I read the book too. It's called Everybody Loves a Good Drought, and it's written by Mr. Samanathe about his research findings of poverty in the rural districts in India, and mainly in Tamil Nadu. So what he saw there is that very few women were driving any vehicles, be it bullock carts, auto rickshaws, bikes, or bicycles. So then the district collector of this district, she decided, and it was a woman, to start cycling camps in these lower income villages in Tamil Nadu to get all these women trained in riding a bicycle. And for the women of Pudukkottai, excuse my pronunciation, the bicycle reflected the values of freedom, mobility and independence. And the author, Sainath, argues that, and here I'm going to quote him, some seem to have abandoned the veil for the wheel, referring to Muslim women from conservative backgrounds to participating in cycling. And the art of riding a bicycle grasped the attention of women from all different walks of life, from the young to the elderly. So the bicycle largely reduced the time and labor that women put into maintaining the household. And this labor is what we call the invisible labor and work of women, because it has no cash value. However, the positive impact of riding a bicycle meant that it reduced their time having to spend on these unpaid tasks. So it empowered them, it provided them with leisure activity. And it also, in some instances, even gave them, it made them an equal player in maintaining the finance of the house. So a bicycle can be so much more than just a mode of transportation. I believe that we cannot achieve progress if half of the world's population continues to be left behind and that their talent and potential remain to go untapped. And that's why I firmly believe that we still need to have International Women's Day. But I also have very high hope that someday, one day, we won't need this day anymore to celebrate the achievements of women. No, one day, every day, the achievements of women will be celebrated. And I also want them to be ride-free on a bicycle whenever and wherever they go. Thank you.
Good morning to one and all present here today. At the outset, let me thank Dr. Suraj and Dr. Suraj Hegde for giving me an opportunity to share my views with you all. I also want to thank you, sir, for the kind words spoken as my introduction. I will not take much time, but I'll request you all to lend me your ears just for 5 minutes. Just for 5 minutes. It gives me an immense pleasure to be amongst all of you. As you are the young generation of this country, I urge you to remember the 4 golden pillars for a successful life. That is honesty, integrity, responsibility, and dedication. Being an honest person does not only mean what you show to others, but what you are when no one is watching you. It is to be truthful, sincere, and free of deceit. Hence, be honest to yourself. That is how you can honest to others and to your country. The second pillar, integrity, means adhering to a high moral code, whatever the situation may be. You must stick to your moral values and your virtues high. That is how you will succeed in your life. Not all results are instant. Hence, give it time. stand fast to moral values, and you will be rewarded with great success. The other important virtue in life is responsibility. Be a responsible citizen of our country. Have a sense of belongingness and responsibility towards your home, your school, your workplace, fellow citizens, and towards the country as a whole. This will lead you to be a sincere and respectable citizen. The last but not the least is dedication. Be committed and dedicated towards your goal. Thus inculcate and stand by moral values, have integrity of purpose, and lastly, learn to shoulder responsibility in whatever capacity you can. I am fully conscious of the privilege to have been invited here to address you all, and it gives me a great pleasure to see so many young boys and girls aspiring to join the defense forces. I can confidently say that Indian Navy will definitely provide you with the opportunity to achieve many goals that you dream of. India was and will remain a maritime nation. I am certain that the maritime gears of our country will increasingly mesh and synchronize to propel this great ship called India forward. In this forward movement, the real power resides in the ability of the youth, that is all of you, to rise up to the challenges. You are the architects of country destiny. At last, I hope you take away something from this and gain a new perspective towards life. Finally, I would like to formally thank you all for being your patient hearing. Stay safe, keep yourself hale and healthy, and most importantly, always keep your spirits high. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am.
They used to willingly participate in all the spiritual activities with their husband. So they were called as Ardhanginis. But I don't know what went wrong, but practices like female feticide, child abuse, child marriages, rape, and all started, and females started becoming weak. But now in this 21st century, the mentality of our orthodox mentality of our society has started changing, and now women dare to take challenges in every field. But it would be injustice if I don't mention if I don't mention men on because they are very supportive in this 21st century. You know, their fathers, brothers, or husbands, they have become bolder and understanding, and they let their daughters and wives to do everything without any restrictions. Women's Day, I would like to share my life journey. Like, I was born to amazing parents. I grew up in a middle class family. My parents gave me good education. They made me independent and got married to a dynamic and handsome boy. But my struggle started after I came to Karwar. Don't misunderstand me. My family is very good. In fact, my in-laws were very broad-minded and liberal. And so is my husband. But I studied in Sion Hospital, which was one of the best corporate hospital in Mumbai with all advanced facilities. And I had so many technicians under me who could assist me while practicing anesthesia. But after my marriage, when I came to Karwar, that is around 25 years back, Karwar was very primitive. So neither I could ask for all the blood tests or machines, nor could I ask for any technician who could help me. I had a very tough time then. Moreover, ours was a joint family, and I was the only anesthetist working in Karwar, Kaiga, Seabird, and Ankola. So managing both house and the profession was like juggling on the tightrope. In spite of all this, I remained optimistic, and I could succeed in coping with stress. This is obviously because the support given by my family and all the doctors in Karwar, especially my husband. But I feel that though men are physically strong, females are mentally stronger than men. So here I remember, here I remember a quote said by Michael Obama. There is no limit to what we as women can accomplish. He has rightly said it. So nowadays, undoubtedly women has started turning world's attention to them. They are joining every field and succeeding in them. like we all know, Indira Gandhi became first Prime Minister, Pratibha Patil, then your Kiran Bedi, Kalpana Chawla was the first lady to go on space. And likewise, I also feel glad that our Karwar Ankola MLA is also a woman, Srimati Rupali Naik. She is a dynamic personality and very well managing our constituency. Looking at this successful woman, I feel women's success should be an inspiration to another. And we can become strong only if we cheer each other without getting jealous of each other. That's what I feel. Then, being a doctor, I wanted to share few thoughts on health of a woman, but Dr. Bhatt has explained everything. So I just want to tell you that stress is increasing day by day. It might be due to any cause, environmental or hormonal. It reduces especially for a female, it reduces your energy level, decreases metabolism and increases obesity. So how to oversmart it? I just feel that you should follow 3 principles. Daily exercise, which will keep your body fit, pranayam, which will keep your lungs fit, and last but not the least, meditation, which will keep your mind fit. So if you follow these 3 principles, I assure that you can overcome all type of stress. With this, I would like to conclude, and before I conclude, I would once again like to thank Karwar KBC for inviting me here and giving me chance to share my feelings with you all. And I feel KBC is doing an incredible job because cycling is a very, very, very good exercise. And these guys, they are making exercise enjoyable by riding together and having fun every Sundays. I keep on watching their status on the WhatsApp and I feel so nice and it's really amazing. I envy them for them. Okay, I wish them good luck for all their future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for such one.
ನನಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ವಿಷಯ ಉಳಿದಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಜೂಡಿತ್ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಅರ್ಚನಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹಾಗೂ ನವನೀತ್ ಕೌರ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಹೇಳಿ ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದ್ರೇನು ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಇನ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಮಹಿಳಾ ದಿನಾಚರಣೆಯ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. ನನಗೆ ಈ ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದು ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಹೆಸರು ಸಮಾನತೆ ಅಂತ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸೂರಜ್ ಹೆಗಡೆ ಅವರು ನನಗೆ ಈ ವಿಷಯ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ನಾನು ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಸಮಾನತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಈಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಸಮಾನತೆಯನ್ನು ಹೋಗಲಾಡಿಸುವುದೇ ಸಮಾನತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಾವು ಜೆಂಡರ್ ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು, ಯಾವ ಥರ ಈಗ ಸಮಾಜ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿ ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ನಮ್ಮಷ್ಟು ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಆವಾಗ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ತುಂಬ ಕಟ್ಟುಪಾಡುಗಳು ಇದ್ವು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ವು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಣ್ಣನ್ನು ಸ್ವಂತ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಗಳೇ ಅವಳು ತನಗೆ ಭಾರ, ಅವಳು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮನೆಗೆ ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡೋಳು ಅಂತ ಭಾವನೆ ಇತ್ತು. ಆದರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಕಾಲ ತುಂಬ ಬದಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಅತ್ಯುನ್ನತ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮಹಿಳೆಯನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ರಿ, ಅವಳ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ, ನನಗೆ ಈ ಕನಸನ್ನು ಬಿತ್ತಿದ್ದು ನನ್ನ ಅಪ್ಪ, ಅಥವಾ ನನಗೆ ಬೆಂಬಲ ಆಗಿ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದು ನನ್ನ ಅಣ್ಣ, ಅಥವಾ ಮದುವೆ ಆದ ನಂತರ ನನಗೆ ಓದಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ನನ್ನ ಪತಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಥರ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ. ಸೊ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಗೂ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಮಹಿಳೆಗೆ ಬೆಂಗಾವಲಾಗಿ ಆಕೆಗೆ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಆಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆತ್ಮಸ್ಥೈರ್ಯ ತುಂಬಿ ಆಕೆಗೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗುವಂತೆ ಪ್ರೇರೇಪಣೆ ಮಾಡಿರುವ ಹಿಂದೆ ಆಕೆಯ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಸ್ಥ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಪುರುಷ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲು ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೂ ಆ ಸ್ವಸ್ಥ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಸಹೋದರರನ್ನು ನನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು, ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಮಹಿಳಾ ದಿನಾಚರಣೆ ಅಂಗವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ತುಂಬ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ತನ್ನನ್ನು ತಾನು ತೊಡಗಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳನ್ನು ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅವಳ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯವನ್ನು ದುರುಪಯೋಗ ಪಡಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳದೆ ತನಗೆ ಈ ಥರ ಸಮಾನತೆ ಹಕ್ಕನ್ನು ಒದಗಿಸಿಕೊಡುವ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ತಾನು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೂ ತನ್ನ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೂ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಗೌರವ ತರಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹಾರೈಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಇವೆಂಟು ಇದು ಮಹಿಳಾ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ದಿನಾಚರಣೆ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆದರೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸೂರಜ್ ಹೆಗಡೆ, ಸುನಿಲ್ ಭಟ್ ಸರ್ ಇವರ ತಂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ಇದನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನೋಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 2 ಕಣ್ಣು ಸಾಲದು, ಅಷ್ಟು ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಇವೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಇವೆಂಟ್ಗಳು ಕಾರವಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಲಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೂಡ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ನನಗೆ ಈ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಂಥ ಸೂರಜ್ ಹೆಗಡೆ ಸರ್ಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ ಅವರ ತಂಡದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸದಸ್ಯರಿಗೂ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಯನ್ನು ಹೇಳಲು ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your work. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. May I request?
First of all, the KBC members, the non-KBC people here, we would like to see you all become KBC members in coming years. This event, we have some major sponsors. I'll just take out their names quickly. First, the major partner is our Decathlon. Decathlon is actually officially the partner of Karwar Bicycle Club. We are registered with them now. They are our official partners for all the events. So I will like to thank Decathlon first, Mr. Deepak Hanehalli from the Divine Enterprises, Karavali Munjavu, Swagat Jewelers, UK Orthopedic Association, MMCL Karwar, Shetty Eye Hospitals, Canara Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Cycle Zone, Dr. Ravindra Bhatt. He told me 3 times not to take his name, but I have to. Kali River Garden, Mr. Roshan Pinto, Bank of Baroda, St. Milagros Bank, the Vamsi Distributors, I think it's Sachin Venkat, mineral water supplied by them, the Devba Credit Saharda Cooperative Society, Kodiba Credit Society, the Nehru Yuva Kendra, Youth and Sports Department, Karavali Decorators, the catering from Mr. Ramesh. I would like to especially mention the support from our Karwar Municipal Council, CMC, Dr. Nitin Pikle, DHO Karwar, DHO Office Karwar, the Police Department, the traffic, especially the traffic handled by the Police Department. Anybody else? If I have missed out on some names, please kindly excuse me. Let's move on with the next program. Over to you, Sachin.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Well,
Yeah, ready? Photographers ready? Yeah, this side also. Don't forget to take the snaps. The photographers are clicking your snaps. Give a good pose for the snaps with the medal.
जंगली रमी पे आओ ना महाराज, 24/7 कस्टमर सपोर्ट।
Let's go. Okay. Let's go. Deeper. Let's go. Deeper. Deeper. Let's go. Deeper. Let's go deeper. Deeper. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. Deeper. Let's go. Let's go deeper. Let's go Let's go deeper.
इस लीग के लिए हो जाओ तैयार।
देखो